I'll start this video out with, this is not a how-to video. There's guys out there doing a way better job and way better at explaining how to do it. But here's how I'm going to buff on this vehicle. These are the tools I'm going to use. This is a custom little block, about half the size of the run that I'm fixing to use it on. I'm going to put some 1500 wet. You got to cut your 1500. What I do is do it in half, and then I'll razor blade down the center so I can fold it 3 times over one of these sponge block. But you got to let it soak or the edges will grab into your paint and scratch a nasty scratch instead of a 1500, which 1500 is kind of a coarse scratch. I'm only using that on these runs. Other than that, the rest of the vehicle is going to get 2000 to get the little bit of dust and the little bit of texture out. But like I say, I'll cut this in a minute, I'll soak it, and after all that's said and done, the rest of the vehicle is getting the DA. That's a 6-inch hook and loop, and we will be 2000 pretty much the whole rest of the vehicle by DA. Yeah, my local O'Reilly's didn't have any 3M, so we're gonna try this Harbor Freight crap. See, it's probably not gonna be worth their crap, but we're gonna try it. I'll cut you guys back on maybe midway. We'll see how this goes. This is gonna stress me out getting that run into that rocker, so maybe I'll cut you on after I screw it up and let you know how bad it went.
I hear it after sanding it. I've got that run out for the most part. There's a tiny bit left on the bottom side, but I'm gonna leave that, so I'm gonna risk it. You see where my air hose touched it right there. I'm gonna have to come in and touch that up, but that's just a little bit. The rest of it should be good.
Here's what it looks like after I got the run about 90% out. There's still gonna be that where it touched and kind of messed my base up before clearing. I should have came back in and fixed that after, but I got that big drip that was running down it all the way out. Coated the frame with POR the other day. This other run that was here, got that out with a little bit of wet sanding and buffing. I worked on the dust on this yesterday. I got the biggest majority of it out. I might go back over it one more time. I think I can see some here and there still, but there was a ton in this hood, so I'm happy with what I got on there. The other issues, I buffed this whole thing. It's kind of dusty now because it's sitting in here, but I got 99% of the texture out, and I would say almost every bit of the dust out. It all flattened out. Next up, dry spray. Can only really see it there. We're gonna go that whole pillar. Possibly a better look at it for you guys. That's after hitting it with a little 2000. It's gotta be smooth. You can't be seeing the niceness through the other there.
For this, I'm gonna use the foam. It's a little gentler. I got it loaded up. I'm going to just get going here. Main thing is not hitting the edge of the cab because it'll burn through.
This is that area that had all that dry spray. I cut that down with 2000 grit all the way up and down, and then 3000, and I brought my little 3-inch buffer. I will show you on this end here. This is where I had that raised dust. I did flatten it out so it no longer shines like it used to, showing that it was a big bump. But those 2 pieces of dust are as white as they get. That's the dust there and there, which is from, I got fiberglass filters in that window when the air was pulling through. I guess it blew on them, but like I said, this thing's covered in dust right now. So once it goes outside, that's gonna be the least of anyone's worries. They're never gonna know that's there. But the rest of it's dust free, and one of the flatter paint jobs around I'm gonna bet on. I'd say everything turned out pretty good.